There is a show coming to the Murat Theater this month. When we saw who's going to be there, we thought there's no way all these people are going to be in the same place at once. An all-star tribute to Jimi Hendrix featuring Kenny Wayne Shepherd, Marcus King, Eric Johnson. Too many more to mention, but I'll mention one more because he's with me right now. Devon Allman is my guest. My goodness, what a pleasure. Good morning.
Hey, top of the morning to you. Thanks for having me.
So the show is Experience Hendrix. The indie date is March 20th, and as we speak, you have yet to kick off the spring tour, but there were some shows last fall out west and south. Did you play any of those?
Yeah, I actually did. It was the first time having been featured on the tour. I filled in for Zakk Wylde, who got called away to play at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with Ozzy.
Wow. Yeah,
and
right. No big deal.
so, yeah, right. So they called me to fill in for him for the final two shows. So thank you, Ozzy Osbourne, for literally opening the door for me to, kind of get in there. So had a blast on those final two shows, and they asked me back for this spring for the entire tour, which is great.
I want to know who's in charge, who's leading the thing. Kenny's at the top of the bill. Kenny Wayne Shepherd. Is he the boss of the Experience Hendrix tour?
No. He's probably been doing it the longest, but really, the family is pretty much in control of it. Jimi Hendrix's sister and John McDermott is like the leading authority in all things Jimmy. He's written the books and, the bios and whatnot. And they put this show on. They curate the set list, pick the artists that they think could do this, this particular song, in a cool way, and they let it rip. So there's no real boss. I think, the great thing when you do a tribute like this is the songs are the boss.
Yeah.
The song book is the boss. I do a similar type of ensemble, big show for celebrating the Allman Brothers music every year called the Allman Betts Family Revival.
Sure.
And even though we are the bosses of that tour, so to speak, really it's the song book that's the ultimate boss.
Well, okay, so what moments then are you looking forward to? Like, can you tell us anything about what you've been preparing for this show?
I mean, a good magician doesn't give away his trick, but
Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
like I don't really go and reveal set lists or moves or anything like that. But I tell you what, if you're a fan of the blues or you're a fan of just Jimi Hendrix across the board, classic rock, to hear today's artists like Marcus King, Eric Johnson, and the list goes on, like do their interpretation of Hendrix classics, there's no other night of music like this. It's really, really special.
He will take the stage with Kenny Wayne Shepherd, Marcus King, Eric Johnson, and more on March 20th at the Murat Theater at Old National Center for Experience Hendrix. And we got a link to tickets at WTTSFM.com. Of course, we do. Devon Allman, thank you so much for your time. This was cool.
Thanks, Matt.